Let me put on some lip balm so I can do some talking. What's up, dudes?
Hello.
You always
Arnold
sound
Swanson.
okay. What? I mean, is he joining the podcast today?
No, he got replaced by Damon.
Oh, he's been retired. Sorry, Ron. You got to get out.
I just have to hang more of those little stands. But I
Oh.
wanted Damon up there, so.
Oh, okay. So Ron got booted. What's up with the beard there, Jason?
There's like a little skin flake in there.
Wait, my ear itches. It's hard work making a podcast, man.
Yeah.
I know
Especially when you're ugly.
Who ugly? Ain't nobody
Me.
in this bunch ugly. You's not ugly. You look like your mommy, and your mommy's beautiful.
No, I just, the other night when we recorded the anniversary episode, I had on like the beanie and stuff.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "You deserve a ticket." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "You walking while sexy." I'm like, "What?" I guess she liked it. I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of a look. Dudes in hats and beanies, and I don't know what that is for women, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I looked like all that. I thought I looked like a nerd, but maybe that's her thing. Who knows?
No, you didn't look like a nerd. I thought you looked cute. Look at Hayden. He's all nerdy looking though. One day Hayden will get an actual football team.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson, please.
Yeah.
Hayden certainly does look hot right now. He's like Hansel. He's so hot right now.
Yeah, he's Hansel. Speaking of football teams, like, did you see the list that came out of the people they want to interview for the head coach?
Yeah. They interviewed Spagnuolo the other day.
Yeah.
What a name.
But here's the problem.
Spagnuolo.
Yeah. Here's the problem though. Hayden, did you follow like any of the so I saw it on Facebook. You probably saw it on Instagram, and it's the same, right? So when he put out the statement about working with Bulky, I mean, there must have been 1,000 comments saying Bulky is the problem. And, and he said, Khan says in his statement, I'm giving the people what they want. And they're like, no, what the people want is for Bulky to be gone. When is that going to happen?
Right.
What's wrong with you?
They were doing a Zoom interview,
mm-hmm.
and Mia O'Brien asked him, like, so if you do, like, when the new coach comes in and they're like, hey, I want to reevaluate the front office, like, what's the process there? And in front of Trent Baalke on the same call, Shad Khan goes, if he wants to reevaluate and get rid of everybody, we'll do that. Like, it depends on where we're at.
But yeah, well,
like in front of Baalke, was like, yeah, I'd fire him.
Then do it. If you're willing to fire him, then do it, because clearly he's part of the problem and people are calling for it. And there was one comment I read that I was just kind of like, this chick hit it on the head. She said, Khan has to be the most out of touch NFL owner ever, because he doesn't listen to his fans and he doesn't give them what they want. I mean, granted, you can't just do everything the fans want, but this has been a long,
you roll into town on week 12 for the first time,
right?
Because everybody makes a big deal about your giant fucking yacht coming in the city,
right. And apparently y'all's mayor got some crap for going to an event there. But anyhow, Jason doesn't participate.
On, y'all should hire Gerard Mayo.
Jason doesn't participate in football conversations. So
the only reason I know who Gerard Mayo is because Matt Walsh talked about him the other day on his show.
Yeah.
And of course he was talking about how like people have turned that into a racial issue. And it's like, if you look at the data, only like 2 coaches that have been fired after 1 year have been black. The rest of them have been white. So like, I'm not sure where this like racial issue comes from.
That was just a final FU to Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Because Bill Belichick had it written in his contract that he would choose a successor.
Yeah.
And when he brought Mayo on as a coach originally after he retired. Like the plan was to get him to be a head coach.
Mm.
I think it just happened way faster than both of them thought it would.
I thought you were going to say it was an F you to Belichick to say, I'm the greatest coach who ever lived, and I'm going to give you the worst coach who ever lived
Right.
so that you know, like, the difference.
Well,
Is there a bear in your house?
yes. Did you hear the bear?
Yeah. What was that?
I think it's Finn.
Hi,
Oh.
Finn.
Yeah.
Pork.
Mark.
Boof.
No, it was actually Fiona. I think Papa Monkey must be coming home from the gym.
Mhm.
Okay. So now that the football talk is out of the way. Oh, wait. I did have one thing to say about Belichick. I don't know how he could argue he was the greatest coach because he didn't do so well without Brady, but Brady did fine without him. And I am not a Brady fan. So there you go.
There is something to be said about the actual truth of things. Like, people say, oh, Brady sucks. It's like, well, I don't know.
But does he? Right.
Right.
Anyway, so enough football talk. I thought today we would
Wait.
What? Oh my gosh. We need something, don't we?
Yeah.
What do we need?
I don't know.
Intro music.
Get ready for unfiltered banter, laughs, and a barrel of fun. This is Monkeys Unfiltered.
Okay, my God, I can't believe I almost forgot the intro music. Anyways, thanks for saving the day, Hayden. So I thought today, since in the anniversary show, you guys learned a little bit more about me when we played the 2 truths and a lie game, that today we would kind of turn the tables and do a Q&A session, but I'm going to be asking some specifically chosen questions of the 2 of you, and you will be giving your answers today.
Word.
All right.
Okay, so we're being interrogated.
Pretty much. That's how
fun.
this works, right? When
Sure.
you do a podcast with your mom, you run the risk of being interrogated.
I guess.
Well, there's
So-
a statement.
Right. So I kind of did some Googling. I came up with a list of some questions. Some of them will be a little more serious than others. Hold on. We're having, the rumble in the South under my desk. Shit fire. One of you has to go. Come on.
Can't believe we didn't get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
I know. It's kind of messed up, isn't it?
Biggity buggity bullshit.
We ought to quit the podcast in solidarity.
Yeah. I want a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
Let me go see what they run on DoorDash.
All right. So I did a little bit of Googling this morning. I came up with some questions that I think will kind of challenge you a little bit, maybe. Or
I'm not challenged.
I am.
Are you sure? Some will be serious, some will be funny, but you'll each get an opportunity to answer. So who wants to go first?
I
Yay!
do.
That's because you're still high off winning the game last episode.
Don't make me
Is this,
share the
is
thing
this
again.
a game? Are we competing?
No, it's not really a game, but he's so excited he thinks he might win a prize at the end of this.
We have to win more.
Okay, Jason, here you go. What's the weirdest item you keep next to your bed? Do, 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 do.
I don't keep weird items next to my bed. I mean, I guess I have a drawer full, and when I say full, I mean full, of different kinds of braces. So like elbow braces, knee braces, compression sleeves, menthol laced gloves. Like I've got all pain relief stuff just in a single drawer in my dresser.
So when you said braces, I thought you meant like the kind off your teeth.
I figure you
I
did,
was like,
yeah.
why are you saving your braces? Why do you have so many braces in the drawer next to your bed?
Because I'm over 30 and the human body doesn't function after 30.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I'm way over 30.
That is very correct.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you know about being over 30?
It's already starting to fail on me, so.
Oh, well, there you go. All right, Hayden, how about you? What's the weirdest item you keep next to your bed? Is it a Ron Swanson Funko Pop?
Yeah, right.
No, that's on my desk. So it's in like my nightstand. But like, so I have a toolbox, but for some reason my screwdrivers live in my nightstand.
Okay.
And
Never know when you might need a good screwdriver while you're in the bed.
well, yeah, you gotta get screwed in the bed, you know? right.
Okay, moving right along. Jason, if you could be the best in the world at anything, what would it be?
First person shooter video games.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't aim very high.
I mean, as someone who doesn't play video games, is there an example? Like, can you tell me a game name so I know what we're talking about? The ones where you're actually the person?
Yeah, so like Halo or something.
Those are the ones that
Especially where people play competitively for money.
Those are the ones that make me sick.
Probably,
right?
yeah.
Like Lara Croft. Yeah. Lara
They-
Croft
they
used to
just-
make me sick.
Just
Yeah.
move around like this.
Yeah.
My wife, like when I played Destiny, my wife would come up sometimes and look at the screen and she'd be like, how do you even know what you're doing?
Right. That's so confusing to me. That's what you want to be best in the world at?
Yeah, I don't have very high ambitions, to be honest.
Okay, well, clearly. Hayden, what do you want to
So-
be best in the world at?
Are we talking like this is something I would actually be doing then if I was the best in the world at it, or just I'm just quietly the best in the world at it, but nobody knows?
Totally up to you. It says, if you could be the best in the world at something, what would that be?
Formula One driver.
Yeah, could have guessed.
That doesn't surprise me though.
Could have guessed.
Yeah.
I just want to drive a Formula One car, really. I don't even want to be the best. I just really want to drive one.
Did you ever get to do the pace car on the track when I was at NASCAR? Oh my gosh. I have a video of my ride in the pace car somewhere. And I'm riding in the back seat, right? Because we had like a donor or something in the front seat. And I was just going along as the representative with her. And the pace car drivers are either former drivers, driver coaches, you know, they somehow or another are attached to the sport. So he's driving one-handed, talking on the walkie-talkie as we're doing, 180 miles an hour around the track.
That sounds like how
And-
I drive.
Right. And it's like nothing to him. He's just, he's probably texting and putting on makeup at the same time too. I don't really know because I was holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
But riding in the back seat, I'm sitting right in the middle so I can see what's going on. This sounds odd to say. I really couldn't tell we were going that fast just looking out the front windshield. But when we hit those 9-degree embankments and you go right up on the fence, and I would turn and look at the fence and it's just going, and I was just like,
Yeah.
holy crap. I'll have to find the video and see if I can get a clip of it up on Facebook or something because
It's all perspective.
Yeah.
So-
Like when you're going that fast.
So it's funny to watch like an F1. It's called the safety car, not the pace car, because it only comes out for like accidents and stuff like that. And it's the same guy all the time. His name's Burt Mylander, but he will they'll single file behind him waiting for the race to restart, and you'll look at that. It's either a Mercedes or Aston Martin. You'll look at it, and it is just hauling ass around these corners. Like he's trying to keep pace. It's like 120 mile an hour. And the F1 cars are just like, da, 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 da. They literally look like they're on a Sunday drive behind him. And he's like hauling ass, trying not to lose it on corners. It's the funniest thing.
Oh my God. I love fast cars. Love fast
Yeah.
cars.
So I was gonna say, Mom, it doesn't seem like you're going that fast until you hit the corner and like you get up close to the fence, you said.
Yeah.
And so like the reason that is because when you get to the corner, all the G forces kick in and you're just like
And you go up on that embankment, which oddly enough is only 9 degrees.
really?
That doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean,
I would have never
it is
guessed it was only 9 degrees.
Where was this?
at Daytona.
Daytona's bankment is way more than 9 degrees.
Turn 1 is 9 degrees.
Controversy.
I'm not saying it doesn't elevate and the other end of the track is different, but turn 1, if memory serves me correct, is 9 degrees.
So
does it like gradually increase? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a confession.
What?
I went to order a bacon, egg, and cheese. And I didn't order bacon, egg, and cheese.
What'd you order?
I ordered McChickens instead.
Oh, sorry.
Why is that a confession?
It's about to be here, so I'm going to get up in a second and go get food.
So Hayden, I just noticed that your hat has 47 on the side of it. Is that a reference to Donald Trump?
No, it's just the brand.
Okay.
It's a Jaguar hat.
It's like,
yeah, Donald Trump is a Jacksonville Jaguar fan.
Is a Jacksonville Jaguar and first in the draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mike Tyson's a Jaguar fan.
We pick the president of the United States.
Well, isn't that because he owns a Jaguar or something? No, he owns a.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah, didn't he own an exotic cat for a while? There was a lot
Tiger.
of controversy about a tiger.
It was in The Hangover.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of controversy about that. Oh my gosh.
So I can actually parlay that into the fact that JD Vance just tweeted, "Do you guys mind if I skip the inauguration so I can go to the national title game?"
Because Ohio State made it.
Like, homie was going to skip his own inauguration and go to the Ohio State championship game.
I mean, I'm not a fan
inaugurate me in my suite, please?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Ohio State, but that right there is funny.
That is funny.
Okay, next question. Jason, if you could have a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
Oxygen?
You have that. Try again.
I mean, you have that, so. Maybe you should say Kleenex.
Yeah, okay, so like unrestricted access to oxygen.
Okay.
And to not be a mouth breather while doing so.
Yeah, you mouth breather.
Yeah, I have had sinus issues my entire life. It's why my voice sounds wildly inconsistent every single episode.
Yeah. I mean, you had the whole facial reconstruction, take your nose off your face, rebuild it, and shove it back up in there surgery. And
Yeah,
I'll reconstruct your face.
They removed a 2-inch bone spur, and it did nothing to correct my issue.
Well, and I also, if you remember correctly, like you're missing some like
sinuses.
So you have sinus cavities here, and in the back, and you're like missing this one and one of these. Yeah.
Yep.
So you're really actually thick-headed.
Yes.
Like a Neanderthal.
No,
I mean,
for sure.
Sorry, kidding.
Do you have the brow thing like a Neanderthal?
I mean, you can literally see me right now. What do you
That's
think?
why he wears a
You
hat.
gotta like turn to the side. Damn, I kind of have it. We're here talking shit, and I kind of have it.
Y'all look like Cro-Magnetons.
Okay, so to give a serious answer, I'd probably say like something delicious, like a
Delicious.
good snack food, or like I don't know, cookies or brownies or something. It'd be good to have an endless supply of cookies or brownies.
I mean, if we're going with food, I can answer for Hayden.
Oh, because that's my answer.
Oh,
it's
is
not
it?
food though. It's a drink.
Oh, what would you have an endless
Dr.
supply
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Peepus.
Do you wonder, or do you think that like maybe like that, like that's like a genetic thing because I drank diet? I mean, I drank diet Dr. Pepper, but when I was pregnant with you.
And long after he was born, also.
Well, true, and now I don't drink soda at all. I mean, I drink
Nobody should.
I think I like Dr. Pepper because it's the most superior soda there is.
Probably.
Well, it's got 23 flavors, right?
23.
So,
did you ever find the vanilla one I sent you at Christmas?
I don't think it was real.
Oh.
I saw somewhere that Dr. Pepper, like, it's like a mix between cola and something else. I don't remember what, but like if you mix 2 parts one thing and 1 part the other, it's like exactly Dr. Pepper, and people think that's how the actual guy made the drink.
It's called a flaming Dr. Pepper. You can mix spirits together and it tastes just like Dr. Pepper.
Well, because you can do that with ginger ale too. Like Sprite and Coke is supposedly ginger ale. I don't think so, because I like ginger ale.
So
My food has arrived. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
okay.
We'll put a pin in it till you come back.
What were you saying, Jason? Before I rudely got up and went to go get my food.
You seem to eat a lot on the podcast.
Yeah, well, fat boy got to stay fat.
Whatever you say. Were you saying something, Jason, before he put a pin in things?
Probably so.
Oh,
But
well.
The
What
inner
was the last question
machinations
you
of
asked?
my mind are an enigma.
Well, there you go. I do not want to get lost in there. Jason, have you or someone you know ever seen your doppelganger?
I have seen my own doppelganger.
Yeah?
So I'm not sure if I've told this story on the podcast or not, but I used to go on peopleofwalmart.com. And so,
Looking for your friends or what?
well, just looking, right?
All right.
So I came across this person and their back was turned, but they were wearing American flag swim trunks, not shorts. Some sort of like sleeveless shirt. I can't remember. Maybe it was also American flag. I don't know. Or it was like some sort of like teal tie-dye type looking thing.
Right.
And an American flag like bandana do-rag type situation.
Do-rag.
So you in high school.
I owned
Pretty much.
all of those things.
Yes.
And so it would not be completely surprising for me to have worn that to Walmart one time. So as I looked at this thing, this individual was oddly shaped a lot like I was at the time. Again, there's just no way to confirm because it's turned the other way and I couldn't tell. I very well could have been on Walmart, peopleofwalmart.com.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. What about you, Hayden?
So I have two instances. One, Jason's wife Ariel actually saw. It was this kid at a restaurant, I guess, and he had flip-flops, basketball shorts. He's on his phone, and he's just kind of like,
Yes.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh. I gotta find that
Right.
now.
and they're like, "Oh my God, that's Hayden." And this is like back before I had long hair, and that's how I dressed.
It's your same mannerism and everything. Like,
And then
It was
this
crazy.
one, they some of my high school friends found, and I've had it on my phone for a long time.
I was going to ask you if you still have the picture
So-
because we need to share it.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally looks like Hayden. But this next one,
So I don't
blew
have
me
this
away.
tattoo, and obviously my beard is a little bit more full than it was. But you can't see that. Hold on.
oh yeah, I remember that picture.
Yes. yeah.
Everybody was like, "Hayden got a tattoo," and they were like, "No."
I mean, even when that got sent to me, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's not my kid.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh. Totally.
Yeah.
And you back when that picture first kind of surfaced among us, you smirked like that all the time.
Sus.
What?
You said Among Us.
Oh. You're a jerk. Yeah, you should send me that, Hayden, and we'll make sure it makes it out to social media for the people who don't have video. We'll
Unfortunately, I don't know if I can track down that People of Walmart post. It was years and years ago.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But if you saw it, you'd probably be like, that could be you.
Bing, bing.
Yeah, thanks for texting right in the middle of a podcast show.
it was me.
Anyways. All right, Jason.
I did it too.
know. I know. That's what I was saying. All right, Jason. So kind of keeping on the same theme of people who look like people or whatever. If they were to make a movie, a biopic about you,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
what a
Biopic?
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
A biopic. A biopic.
Biopic.
Pick, I know. But I always say biopic because I
Okay.
like the word myopic.
Yeah.
And everybody gives me crap about it. So
Yeah.
I have adopted biopic.
So
But
now
anyways,
it's bisexual optic.
yes.
Biopic.
So if they were going to make a movie about your life, who would you pick to play your parents?
CGI monkeys.
Oh man, that's pretty good actually.
I was just kind of riffing off the Robbie Williams one.
So, Mom, for you, I'd probably pick Jennifer Coolidge.
Why?
Just cause she's funny.
Okay.
She's funny and like sassy and like a good mix of like your traits, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see, for my dad. Oh gosh, I haven't really thought too much about it.
Apparently you thought about me though.
Well, no, it literally just came to me sitting here.
Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna say Katie Seagal as like an immediate response, but then as I got to thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, Katie Seagal can play like the sassy, like domineering, whatever. But I can't think of anybody for my dad right now. I don't know, somebody like Al Pacino or something. I don't know.
Not because your dad has swagger, let's be clear.
Well,
So-
just because he's like really abrasive and
Yeah.
just says whatever.
So
Go ahead.
I have a caveat with mine. It has to be filmed the way they filmed was it 12 Years a Slave? Where like they did it over 12 years basically with
Yes.
the same actors.
Yes.
Yeah. So it has to be filmed like that. But we have to go back in
I
time.
can
We
Okay.
realize.
have to get a young Jack Black,
I can totally see that.
Hmm.
and then because I'm just going with my gut, Meryl Streep. It was just the first one that popped into my
Okay,
head for
we're
you.
gonna move on.
She's
to
got a
this.
wide range. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I mean, I like Meryl
Uh-huh.
Streep. She's a great actress.
The only one that I was certain on is Jack Black is my father.
Yeah. But that's like a visual thing, like a
Well,
similarity.
like I could just
that.
like picture Jack Black like in a baseball or football huddle, like, "Come on, guys!"
Yeah, because your dad's goofy like that too. But
My dad tried to
Okay,
inspire
so
us one time.
Chris
with
Farley?
Winnie the Pooh.
your dad did what with Winnie the Pooh?
He tried to inspire us in a huddle one time with a Winnie the Pooh quote.
What was the quote?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It was funny though.
Because Jason's a Winnie the Pooh fan.
Right.
In the move, I found y'all's boxes of like kid stuff because y'all both had Winnie the Pooh when you were little, and I'm like, oh, look at the little blankets.
Yeah, he had
and
the
little-"
naked one.
He
That's
had
right.
yeah. Your Winnie the Pooh was dressed. True.
Well, in a
Okay.
shirt anyway.
He
Yeah,
runs
mine's still
around-
naked, but
He runs around with no pants on. Anyways, Jason, if you were arrested, what would it be for?
I don't actually have to speculate on this because I have been arrested.
For what?
So Matthew told the story when he was on about when we went to Alltel Stadium.
Mhm.
We talked about when we were walking around on top of the roof of his school. I mean, all this stuff.
trespassing.
Yeah.
Trespassing.
Nowadays, though, if I were to be arrested, I mean, I try not to do anything like arrest worthy these days.
Right.
But it would probably be like I was a danger to society because I got caught speeding too many times or something. I don't know.
Okay. A
Like-
menace to
Like
society,
reckless
as they say.
endangerment,
Right.
perhaps.
Okay. Why do you drive fast?
No, I really don't speed that much. But like if I'm telling you, I don't do anything like really terrible, and
Right.
so I'm trying to just like grasp at straws here. Like what is it that would get me caught up?
Right. What about you, Hayden?
If
Other
I
than
had to
eating
choose,
while recording a podcast.
if I had to choose,
Yeah.
not saying I would do this or that I currently do this, so theoretically, tax evasion.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good answer,
I
actually.
could get down with that.
I'm gonna change mine to that.
I could totally get down with that.
Because if I'm going to get arrested, I'm at least going to have money when I get arrested.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're going to go to federal prison, not state prison. 'cause
Well, and
apparently they're so much nicer.
That way they can garnish your wages while you're in there.
There you go.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. So we sort of talked about this or around this subject one time before when we did our when we talked about TV shows that we felt like had jumped the shark, sort of. So, but this is really specific. Jason, what is the worst reboot television show?
There's so many good choices. Like asking me on the spot, I can't really. Just because it's the first thing I thought of. Well, I guess it's not technically a reboot. It's more of a continuation. I was gonna say that '90s show or that '80s show or whatever, but I don't know if that's exactly the right answer. I don't know. Basically, anything where they just change the fundamental structure of the old show,
I
right?
just think all reboots suck.
Well, pretty much. So, like, if you change everybody's gender, or it's now like a black gay woman as opposed to a straight white man, like any
Right.
of that is just weird to me, and I
Yeah.
hate all of it.
What about you, Hayden?
It's like specifically a TV show. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose if there's a remake of a movie you think sucks, you could share that too.
Yeah.
So I can't think of any like reboots of shows, but like I have like it's kind of a reboot every few years, but it's still technically the same stories.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, the 13th Doctor. I did not
enjoy
too much.
Alrighty.
Well, that's because you're sexist.
Yep, that's right. That's absolutely right. I only liked one character from her whole run, and he wasn't really like heavily featured.
Hmm.
It was more about like another companion.
Alrighty then. So early on in year one of the podcast, we learned that Hayden daydreams about fighting fourth graders and how many he thinks he can beat up while he's at work.
That's right.
Jason, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
So I've heard a version of this question before.
Okay.
It was an old Destiny YouTuber, and he asked, would you rather fight a rotisserie horse like the size of a chicken, or it was some weird something. So it's so funny that you would say that, because I always thought that was like one of the funniest things he'd ever.
Right.
But anyway, so okay, it was a big duck or 100 little ducks.
It's a horse-sized duck, one horse-sized duck, or
Okay.
100 duck-sized horses.
Duck-sized horse. I'm gonna go with the big duck.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because you can kick the horses for sure, but the one duck, like,
But there's 100 of them.
but you can't really do like a whole lot of damage as a duck, right? Even a big
Right.
duck. It's like you can like use your bill or whatever,
Hey,
but like,
they got some little serration in their bills.
do they really?
And ducks
Yeah.
are mean.
Yeah.
Fucking mean, dude.
Well, here's
They
what
will
I'll
chase you
do.
down.
I'll conquer the duck. I will master the duck and be a duck rider.
dude,
I was gonna say, like an avatar.
you
You'll
stole
just...
my answer.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Is
literally
that your
gonna
answer?
say I was gonna tame the duck because I know someone who would take care of the duck.
Right.
And I
Oh,
could give them the duck.
that's so nice that you're gonna give the duck a home.
So
yeah.
a horse-sized duck, Mom. You remember at the University of North Florida, outside the library, they had that huge floating duck in the pond, the fake
Somebody
duck.
stole
Yeah.
it.
Really?
Somebody stole it.
That's what I picture, like that
Oh my
size
God.
of a duck.
Yeah.
My senior year, they were so scared of us doing a senior prank that like they were like, "Don't do it or you won't walk," and they ended up not actually doing the senior prank. But they had bought like I think it was 100 bags of 100 ducks each,
Oh wow.
and they were just gonna release them into the pond in front of my school.
Oh my gosh. That pond, if I remember correctly,
They found a car in it.
found a car in it, right?
Yeah.
Like
crazy.
somebody had been missing like several years, and
Yeah.
we were kind of in a little bit of a drought, and the water level had dropped low enough. Were you going to
I had
school
just
there?
started there as my
Okay, that's what yeah.
freshman year.
Yeah. Like
It was
it
just
was
before.
yeah, and it was a young person who'd been out and just never came home and they never found them. But I always wondered, like, were there not any skid marks, or like there was like a row of trees there? Like, were the trees not? How did it take you 10 years to figure out?
Yeah, it has to
Somehow.
happen in like the middle of the night for nobody to know that something went
Yeah.
in the water either.
Well,
Yeah.
especially because there's houses right there.
Right.
Yeah. There weren't as many at the time of the accident, but there was still people living there. I mean, and that road was pretty well traveled because it, cuts through from this to that. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Whew.
that always freaks me out when there's some story breaks about, the water level dropped and they pulled out a car and some dead guy from 50 years ago.
Oof.
Anyways,
The smell
Jason.
was horrible.
Yes. Jason, if money were of no concern, what job would you most want to have? Wow. I love it when I ask a question and he goes silent because he always is so, and has stuff to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like what I do now, but I don't know if I would do the same job because it's like what I do now is physical labor, and
Right.
like you can only do that for so long. We just talked earlier about how 30-year-old bodies don't work anymore.
Right?
So I may not
Damn
do
near 60-year-old bodies don't work very well.
right. So I may not do that, but I'm not sure what I would do. I don't know, like be a really, 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 really bad Twitch streamer.
Okay.
Because like if money doesn't matter, then I could just do it for fun, and then
Right.
that's work, right?
Right,
Like, I don't know.
right. Hayden, Formula One driver.
No, make video games.
Yeah.
Make design
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'd go back to doing art. If money didn't matter, it's the only reason I gave up on that.
Yeah, you were pretty good at it.
Thanks, appreciate you.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
it's
to.
pretty good.
I don't know how to do anything. I don't have any skills or anything. So.
That's not.
I mean, shit. I thought
I
you didn't
know.
win an award, so
Oh, you know
I know.
what?
I know. You thought I sucked.
You know what?
What?
Voice actor. Be a voice
Oh, that's
actor.
right. You do
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
you and your
Yeah.
inconsistent voice because of your missing
Mm-hmm.
cavities in
Nasal
your head.
cavity.
Yeah.
You and thinking that Southern people live in England. Thinking that, the South is in England.
What?
When we did the Monkeys paw and your guy was supposed to be English and all of a sudden he was from Kentucky.
Yeah, that was the other guy.
Ma'am, I'm just here to deliver a message. Please do not hold me accountable.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
He's an insurance guy, so you know he had to be American.
Right, so you don't know where he came from. Jason, what is the one thing that when you share with someone, they're surprised to learn about you?
My weight. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Because it surprises me every time you say it.
So I'm for real. So at my heaviest, I was 354 pounds. And every time I told people that, they're like, that is just not true. It can't be
Not
true.
Yeah.
Because like you carry it in such a way, like whatever. I've since lost like 20 pounds and like
for you.
I feel better. Right. But,
Yeah.
people just don't believe when I say that. They're like, there's no way. I'm like, it's true. And it's funny. I went on a job interview recently just to kind of like throw my hat out there and see what was going on. But I sat down in this job interview and we started talking about how people over 30 can't really function, ironically enough. And so he goes, yeah, I put on like a few extra pounds in this job, because he sits at a desk and it's an ice cream company. So there you go.
God.
But so we started talking about all that. And I said, just because I do this with everybody when we get on the subject, I say, how much do you think I weigh? And he goes, about 280. I was like, dude.
Wow. Yeah.
So I told him and he goes, wow, that's crazy. I would have never guessed. And I said, you know why? I said, because it's all the muscle under here. And he just started laughing and I'm like, that's not a joke. Like, I'm not kidding.
Well,
So muscle weighs more than fat, and I
Yeah.
really do have a lot of muscle underneath. You just can't tell.
well, but here's the thing. It also doesn't hurt that you're like 6'4".
Yeah.
So
I think I'm
Yeah.
6'3", but yeah.
yeah, well, whatever you are, you're taller than me,
Right.
and I'm tall for a female.
Yeah, you're
so,
tall for a female. My father was like 6'1", so
Yeah, yeah. That was the thing when Hayden was born. At the time, his dad was the tallest male in his family, and that was just my prayer when he came out. I'm like, Lord, Father, bless this child. Please let him be taller than his dad, and he is.
I
Are you
remember
calling
when
my dad a midget?
No, he's just shorter than you.
I remember when all of us
He's
were
average height.
started visualize, or rather, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
I remember when all of us gauged how tall we were based off of if we could get taller than Nan or not.
Oh yeah, I mean, and she's like all of 5 feet tall now. But anyways, all right, Hayden, what's the one thing people are surprised to learn about you?
That I'm colorblind.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because it usually goes like the, hey, can you hand me that red thing over there?
I sure could.
I would love to.
Right.
There's like 7 of them. There's
Yeah.
one red thing. You're gonna have to help me out, dog. I can't tell.
Right.
Yeah. When I talk about you with my friends or whatever, and I'll say, yeah, and he recently got married a few years ago, I said, and they're like, oh, great. Like, how long have they been together? I'm like, they were born conjoined at the hip. People that I talk are always.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
So
Yeah.
the colorblind thing, though, it's annoying sometimes because you
Yeah.
get the people that are like, what color's this? What color's this? What color's this? Can you see this color? What color's that? That.
It's like
And
I
I'm
said, no.
I'll stab you.
Well,
Right.
thanks for really just making fun of my disability. I appreciate that about you.
Appreciate you making fun of me. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. But I think for me, when I talk about you, people are always just amazed that you and Cheyenne are like one and onlys, middle
Mhm.
school on. I think it's sweet.
There should be more of that.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be. I mean, I think, when you have your person, you have your person, right?
Mhm.
I mean, sometimes I want to RKO her through a table, but
Well, I mean,
I'm
that's
sure she
okay.
feels that way about you sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, this is going to be the last one. So,
okay, I really want
Jason.
to eat these McChickens.
Okay. Well, and Jason's food's about to be delivered. What's the first thing people notice about you when they meet you?
My hair, I guess, or my demeanor. Like, so you know how, Mom, you always suffer with people saying, "Oh, I thought you were going to be mean or whatever," but then
Yeah.
after they get to know you a while, they confess that and they're like, "No, you're the nicest person." It's kind of the
Right.
same way with me because I just have a large presence. I often forget what I look like because I don't look at me all the time.
Right.
So I often forget that I can come across as intimidating just by standing in a room.
Just by your sheer size.
Yeah,
Right.
so when people get to know me, they finally will say, like, man, I thought, like, you were just some big, mean, whatever, but, like, you're a super nice guy, and you're a
Yeah.
Christian, and it's crazy, and yeah.
Yeah. I could totally see that. Yeah. And people always, to me, they comment on your hair
Mm-hmm.
because it's like a lion's mane.
For sure.
What about you, Hayden?
So up until the past few years, it would be my eyes
Mm-hmm.
because they're so blue. But recently, it is the hair.
It is the hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you were a kid, like in elementary school, and your eyelashes are so long, like your teachers would just be like, "Oh my gosh!" And he has just beautiful eyelashes, and
Cheyenne is jealous of my eyelashes.
yeah. You do. I mean, it's hard to see on camera, but in person, your eyes are like,
Mm-hmm.
they're like from across the room. Your dad's eyes are like that too, but I think yours are more. They jump out at you more.
I think the bluest of the three of us was Papa.
Yeah, he did have really blue eyes. But you're right. All three of my kids have amazing heads of hair. I will give you all that.
Did you have a lot of heartburn during pregnancy?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I still have heartburn over Dale's hair. Are you kidding? But anyways. Well, I mean, I learned some things about you guys today. And, that's hard to do because I'm your mama. But
Find it?
yeah.
Especially because we talk so often.
I know. I mean, you'd think we never spoke, but
Right.
anyways. But I hope, and after the 2 truths and a lie and getting to know a little bit more about me, now maybe our audience knows a little bit more about you guys. So that was fun. Thanks for indulging me. It's not
Yeah.
always easy to come up with a topic for the podcast because, we want to make sure we're doing things that are engaging and that people want to listen to, not just always our stupid ramblings about the dumb things we talk about during the day. Because
Right.
believe us, you've heard us say it before. Like, we envision this podcast just being like listening in on our phone calls, and trust me, you guys don't really want to do that.
Well, on that same note, like, we're welcome to suggestions. Should you
Yeah.
go on social media and like have a topic that you'd be interested in hearing about, we definitely take that into consideration.
Yeah, you can always drop it in the comments. You can direct message us, or you can even go to www.monkeysunfiltered.com and there's a way to reach out to us there. So yeah, we want to make sure we're putting out content you guys are interested in. And those of you who've been with us for a while, we've tried several different things. And I think we finally have just landed on the fact that we're just going to do what we like to do, and hope you like it too.
It's
great.
quote unquote worked this far.
For whatever that's worth.
Right.
We're not sponsored or monetized. So
Yeah.
anyways, you guys know what that means?
Something mischievous.
It is time for monkey mischief. If you follow us on social media, then you know exactly what we're talking about. If you do not, you need to go take care of that straight away, specifically Facebook and Instagram, because on every Monday we post the beginning of a dad joke, and we invite you to drop your comments with your answers in the comments. Is that how you say that? No, we invite you to drop your answers in the comments.
How do words work?
Struggling.
We got there.
Anyways, and then join us here on Wednesdays where we do share the punchline, and we'd love to celebrate you if you get it right. So if you swung through social media this week, you would have seen, what kind of underpants do lawyers wear?
Draws.
Oh, briefs.
Briefs!
Yeah.
Yay! That's 2 in a row for you, Jason.
Let's go. I
let's
told you.
go.
We got to win more.
We're gonna get tired of winning.
I'm never going to
You're
get tired
totally
of winning.
killing the winning, killing the winning, killing the winning. And again, there at www.monkeysunfiltered.com, there is a submission form as well near the bottom of the page. If you think that you have a dad joke that would be befitting of Monkey Mischief, we would love to have you submit that. We would love to voice your joke on air for all of our listeners to enjoy. And if we do voice their joke on air, Hayden, what happens? What do they get?
One DM.
Sticker.
A sticker.
They get one DM.
We send you a Monkey Unfiltered sticker.
Sticker.
And then you be like all the rest of the cool kids.
Sticker.
Because all the cool kids is doing it.
I figured out why my camera's been shaking.
Why is
Because
that?
it's never shaked when we record. There's
'Cause you're
like
having a-
kids wrestling upstairs or something.
Oh, nice. I thought maybe we were having a mini earthquake or something.
Very
No,
cool.
I live in Florida. That doesn't happen. But no, I don't know if you could hear them earlier. They were screaming.
Oh, yeah. There were kids outside last night hooping and hollering. And I was like, shut up, you damn kids. But anyways.
Go home, you hooligans.
All right, listen, just honest, as we start out year 2, we really, 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 really would appreciate your likes, your follows, your subscribing, your comments. All of them help push the podcast up in the whatever it is they do these days, algorithms, ranking systems. I don't know, after all of the Supreme Court testimony the other day with TikTok, I work in this arena and I don't even know how it works now. So, but it does matter. It does help. It doesn't cost you a dime. Just click the button. We would truly, truly, truly appreciate it. What the hell are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Hayden.
What was he doing? I'm
He's
not
slowly
even
unwrapping his sandwich.
Oh my God, Hayden's ready to go. Okay, well, thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
There's a fry in my bag, and I didn't order fries.